Hey, Branden Linze here, and I believe that the faculty at CWI is like no other. And it seems that our students and COMM 268 believe in the same. They were tasked with interviewing their favorite professors and chose a special interview to share with the world today. Let's take a look.
Goran Fazil, a professor of art here at CWI, who grew up in former war-ridden Yugoslavia, has a very interesting perspective on art and the impact it has on his passion. Now we all have the blessing of hearing about Goran's life and the things that inspire him, as well as the art programs here at CWI.
Well, I grew up in former Yugoslavia, which is, and right now that's been divided into 6 different countries, so it's Bosnia and Herzegovina right now. And I lived there till I was about, 13, and then the war started, and there was a civil war, and then I was there for about a year, and then when I was 14, I went to Italy and lived there about 4 or 5 years, went there as a refugee, and then I came here as a refugee.
It took a long time for Goran to get where he is now, but considering the circumstances, he's done very well. Goran has found in his art career that having a passion and drive for your creative process is far more important than a degree.
My advice would be to really love what you want to do, and to focus your energy and time into it, I guess. That maybe in some of those fields, some of those creative fields like animation, video production, maybe a degree is not as important as you really wanting to do that and doing it every day, like if you want to be an animator, animate every day, drawing every day, I think that's the main thing in the creative fields. I don't think the degrees is what matter, it's like how you, how dedicated you are to it, Is it your passion? It has to be your passion, It's going to come true, if you're passionate enough about it.
Passion and dedication for your work is Goran's salt and pepper. As an artist himself, Goran has a strong understanding of passion in art, which integrates into his teaching philosophy, inspiring.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think inspire people, that for me is very important because there are creative classes, so inspire students into making something. And then I like to get students to go outside of the classroom, and engage them in other places.
Looking outside of the classroom is a pattern when it comes to Goran's creative process.
Encourage students to go to museums, to go to these other, places where they can, where stuff is relevant as well.
Among all other things, Goran happens to lead the Visiting Arts program here at CWI. He brings in artists from around the community and alumni to teach their students the creative process.
The Visiting Artist program here, where we bring different artists. And as a matter of fact, we're going to be bringing in a filmmaker at the beginning of November. So he's going to offer a workshop in filmmaking, and as well we're going to have a screening of one of his films with questions and answers. So, I think that's where learning happens a lot rather than that traditional kind of classroom happens outside as well.
Hey, welcome back. And we've got Jakob Fuller here, the man who directed and edited the video. Tell us why you chose Goran.
So Goran's just an interesting teacher, He grew up in Yugoslavia back when there was a war. He has a lot of different perspectives on things, especially growing up as an immigrant and coming to America. I find it interesting that he was able to apply concepts from his life back to his job here. He does a really good job of inspiring his students, and just his creative process is super interesting, and he's a really cool guy.
How'd you find out about him? Were you taking one of his classes?
Yeah, so History of Animation is the class I'm taking. It's a really fun class. It involves lots of projects where you have to collaborate with other people and really tap into the creative part of your brain to make those projects worthwhile. And he's really, really accepting about all the projects you do. There hasn't been one person that's turned in something and he said, oh, that's bad. Every time he sees something, he's very interested in it, no matter what it is. And so I really appreciate his openness and how he appreciates every little thing in the creative industry, even if it's, a college student's first semester at the school and they make a really bad project. He still loves it,
Yeah, really fantastic professor. I had him too last semester.
Really?
Yeah, he really, you nailed it right on the head.
Yeah.
He welcomes creativity. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anyone else you had in mind?
Yeah, there is. Dr. Bennett, actually. She's a great teacher as well. I love her. She as well, she's super inviting and opening with any concepts or just topics you want to talk about involving communication. She's my communication teacher. She was another option, but Goran, since he's involved in the creative industry, and I'm really wanting to get into that industry as well, I thought he'd be a great option. And yeah, he's great.
And the wonderful B-roll, the animation, was that all done by Goran?
Yeah, Goran's, he makes animations. He actually has exhibits inside CWI, as well as the Boise Art Museum. He's done work there. And he made all of those animations as well. He's done a lot of work with those. Yeah, he teaches animation and illustration, as well as the art classes there at CWI.
Yeah, wonderful. Great professor. Great job.
Thank you.
And that's it. See you later.